Scooch over here just a little bit. Yep. And now we go and check and make sure the audio is working the way it's supposed to be working, like usual. And working the way it's supposed to be working. Hooray! Audio is good. Now I can send this to the loyal fan base and fun dubbing on my birthday. But I have to worry about Verity Gavel. Oh no! Okay, send this to the Bozo Squad here. Doot. And then we send it here. Doot. Send it to the ant. Wait. Here we go. Doot. Sorry, just getting things all prepared here. I gotta get my voices back. It's been a while. Yo, Peyton! Good to see you, buddy. Good to see ya. Bright and early time. How are me? Me is good. The Quint is good. Let's pull up my chat on the side here. I'm actually doing something with Franny. No, uh-oh. What are you doing, Peyton? With Franny? Franny, no. Oh boy, here we go again. Okay. Well, anyways. The Captive Turnabout. So now we're on to the next with ChatGPT. Yeah, I figured that's what you meant. Hold on though, I gotta pull up a guide though. Okay, so Ace Attorney Investigation Attorney Investigations 2 facts. I'm gonna go over here to the spoiler-free walkthrough. Scroll all the way down to here. Okay, speak with Simeon, present pocket chest with K, Fender. Okay, so now I think what we're supposed to do is... Wait. What is it? Oh wait, that's wrong. I'm not supposed to do this. Okay, am I supposed to go in here now? Okay, yes, I'm supposed to examine everything out here now. Okay, okay. I'm trying to like get my brain back into the swing of things here. Okay, so first thing we do is, okay, so we already spoke with Kay and Fender. So they want us to examine the pony first. They even have ponies. This one's only big enough to carry a small child, though. Isn't it great, Mr. Edgeworth? It's like being at the zoo! Hang on, I gotta move some stuff. I recently hooked up my Switch 2 to this TV, so I have to like reorganize everything. Okay, so if I put this controller here and then like this controller here, I can leave my phone. After Verity will be next. Bro! Why them? Why them? You could have picked so many other characters, but you chose them? Yo, Ant, how you doing, man? Good to see you here. Isn't it great, Mr. Edgeworth? It's like being at the zoo. Except it's the humans, not the animals, who live in captivity here. No one would mind if I took one home with me. Blah. I messed up my speech already. You know what? Here, wait. Let's do something smart before we, you know, get into the swing of things and get a drink of water first this time. Move this. I need to get this new organization set up better.
The name's Roberto Castarato. I was stuck in my cell doing some training.
I'm trying to like get back the voice I was doing for him last time because I have to get his voice back pretty soon. Anyways, No one would mind if I took one home with me, would they? If by home you mean behind bars, then no, I suppose not. Okay, anyways. Huh? What's this? Wait. Okay, I'll have to wait. Peyton sent me a comic. I'll have to see this in a minute. You know what? Okay, no, hang on. Page 1. Okay, you know what? Okay, I'm curious. I gotta see this. Hang on. That's funny. You're not seriously gonna do one with Verity next, are you? Just grab. Okay, anyways. Don't forget the milk. You're right, honestly, Anthony. I did get milk and water. I usually do like half a cup of each to, just make sure that I have like hydration and also like, for the throat and all that. Okay, so we did the pony. And then we examined the sign by the cell. Okay. There's something written here. It seems to be about the prisoner in this cell. Prisoner number D258. Classification, Captivus Preculus. I'm not even going to try to pronounce that. He may look fearsome, but this lively fellow is actually a sweet-natured herbivore. He even has a pet penguin named Gwynny. He's skilled at giving such real gripping testimony. You'll swear you were there on the crime scene too. The end. That's the kind of thing you might expect to read in a zoo, not a prison. Okay, next we examine past the prisoner and then examine every animal past her. It's a mini pig, I believe, though not for eating, I hope. Isn't this great, Mr. Edgeworth? It's like being at the zoo. Okay, I'm noticing a real pattern with the dialogue here. Let's turn on this light while we're at it. Except it's the humans, not the animals who live in captivity here. Oh, what? Wait, it's the same dialogue! Wait, it's the same dialogue! Okay, in that case, okay, so then we... So, wait, if it's all gonna be the same dialogue... Okay, wait, let's see, hold on. Look, Mr. Edgeworth, it's a monkey mountain! Not something I ever expect to see in a prison, I must say. Doesn't it look like fun? Not in the least. And while we are on the subject, you are not under any circumstances to climb on that structure. Do I make myself clear? But I have to show that monkey who's boss! Please, Kay, you really don't. Bunny! Aw, it's a bunny! Why is there a rabbit just... Now from 2 to 5 so far, still in progress. Okay, bro! Okay! Why is there a rabbit just... I nearly tripped over it. Okay, so it's the same... Why is it the same dialogue like 3 times now? No, wait, no, bro. The cat... Bro, if they give the cat the same dialogue, I am leaving this room. As a cat myself, I deserve special treatment, damn it. Okay, I'm kidding. I don't actually deserve... Okay, so it is different anyways. Whatever, moot point. Do you have a moment? We have a few questions for you. Aw, who's a good girl? You are. You're just perfect. She really is. She's beautiful. Ahem. Meow. He's finally noticed me, I think. I was wondering, what's her name? It's Waggy, ma'am. She's my little friend. Yes, right. As you were then. What I need is answers. What I need are answers, not clawful puns. Okay. Honestly, about what I expected. Okay, so then we examined them, which we did. The cells and the doors, the guard, the cat on the upper right, the watering hole, prisoner, and talk to him. Okay, so then we need to examine the watering hole. Where's the watering hole? Is that inside of... Wait. No, hang on. So, cat on the upper right. The watering hole is... Oh, it's... I'm stupid. It's a basin for drinking from. Looks like a little hard to reach. They need to come up with a more user-friendly design. Or perhaps it's for the animals. Did you ever think of that, Kay? And then next, okay, we go to the prisoner and talk to him. I actually did write the fool names. I'm proud of writing her character. Oh, yeah, that's right, because Franny does the foolish fool that doesn't know any foolhardishly foolish fool. Like, seriously, I don't know why Franny does that. She's more attached to that word than, like, Evangeline is to the word break. I swear she uses that word like she's paid to do it. Yeah, she might be. About the person who found the body. Do you know... Mistakes already. About the person who found the body. Do you happen to know where he is right now?
Should be in one of the workshops, I guess. Usually he's at this hour.
And then it seems the workshops are our next port of call. Okay, hang on a minute though. Then we have to do, I think, okay, so... Okay, so I believe that is all. Wait, actually, oh wait, there's this right here. There's no one in here. They took him to solitary, remember? I wonder when he'll be back. It may be a while. I got the feeling he was in a pretty serious trouble. Poor guy, did you see the tears in his eyes? He really didn't want to go. Yes, the way they had to literally drag him away was certainly unusual for a simple timeout. I shudder to think what kind of punishment he's facing right now. Well, let's just hope it's not Franny. Then again, Verity's not any better. Okay, so then we gotta examine the shutter over here. This looks like the way to the prison yard. Sadly, the shutter is locked tight. Freedom awaits us on the other side! A stoic lock and key twixt mine eyes and knows the outdoor breeze. Such cruel fate it is indeed. The more I think on it, the more it eats at me. And whose thoughts are you attempting to channel exactly with that soliloquy? Okay, why are these weird words popping up left and right here? See this here? I wonder where this door leads. I don't know about you, but I'm getting some real strong vibes coming from there. Maybe that's where they keep the super duper dangerous prisoners. That's certainly a real possibility, in which case we better turn back while we still can. Because the Ace Attorney, fair enough. Wait, I was only kidding, you know? Okay, now we examine the doors. I can see the crime scene through the window in this door. Mr. Edgeworth, you can just shove your whole face in front of the window. Mr. Edgeworth, you can't just shove your whole face in front of a window like that. You have to do it more sneaky-like. Steal a few good looks while keeping a lookout on your enemies. I am not a criminal, Kay, so why should I have to behave like one? Yeesh, I'm just trying to teach you my special sneak and peek technique. Well, I have no need for any such technique, thank you very much. Hello? Anybody in there? Nice try, kiddo. But this isn't some bathroom stall. Yeah, I'm giving him like a Seishiro style voice. I know only Astral and like maybe Matt are going to get that, but I'm giving this guy a very Dr. Say voice. Nice try, kiddo. This ain't a bathroom stall. Yo, you there. Could you help us out here, my good man? Yes, sir. What can I do for you? Kenway, I see. Is somebody using this workshop right now? Yes, sir. One of the prisoners is in there. Just confirmed it myself during noontime roll call. We'd like to speak to this prisoner, if that's all right. Sure. I'll go fetch him right now. Won't take a sec. Now, this is a callback I was not expecting in my first playthrough. This one's all yours, Milesy boy. What? Why? Let's just say I'd rather not roll the dice on someone I don't know, yeah? Huh, I thought adults were all supposed to be strong and brave. Well, you're not looking so brave yourself right now, so let's call it even. Well, here they come. This was not, I'll be honest, I was not expecting this guy to come back. Now, I know what you're probably wondering. How the hell am I gonna voice this guy? Because I have to voice so much other shit. Bro, why does this case have like 8 million freaking new characters? Okay, wait, I'll read this in 1 second. I'm back home. Yes, I am. And I am streaming. If you wanna join. Doot. Okay, wait. Let's see what Peyton... you know what? Tell you what. I'll read what Peyton sent me when we get to the intermission. How about that? That'll be like a reward slash excuse to get a water break. You know, may as well. Okay, but now my phone's doing this weird like split screen thing. Okay, come on. We're not gonna have another phone arc, because you remember last time during Mr. Caserado's testimony, my phone froze up. Go ahead and do voice in the comics? Okay, sure. I'd have to voice you. Wait, I'd have to voice you though. Wait, Peyton, I'd have to voice you though. Oh boy. Okay. Anyways. So yeah, this guy, you wanna know what's funny? Every time I voiced him in Case 1, I would say oh yes, hello, I sell newspaper subscriptions. You know, because he was posing as a newspaper salesman. Yeah, this is the culprit from the first ever case in Ace Attorney. So, even though some people might say, but that voice doesn't fit him, I'm gonna do it anyways because I've always voiced him this way. Like how I voiced Horace Knightley, or Bronco Knight, you know, in Case 1 of this game. I'm gonna stick with the way I voiced this guy because I just can't erase that from my head. That's how I've always voiced him. Hello, yes, hello. I hear you wish to speak with me? He's back! Not exactly the hardened criminal we were expecting, is he? Hey! I'd rather deal with this loser than Francisca. I'd rather deal with him than Wendy. I'd rather deal with him than Larry. It's not a high bar to clear. But I can put him over 4 other Ace Attorney characters. And that's kind of saying something. Anyways. Not exactly the hardened criminal we were expecting, is he? My name is Miles Edgeworth. I'm a public prosecutor. A prosecutor, you say? Eddie Fender, attorney at law. What happened to being too scared to handle this? Listen, sorry about my pal here. He gets the weirdest ideas. A prosecutor indeed. That'll be the day he's actually just an associate. Jeez, Miles, get a grip, will ya? He's right. I mustn't forget that I'm a defense attorney's assistant for the time being. That explains it. I did think you looked a little different from the prosecutor I spoke with yesterday. So he's already spoken to Mr. Winner. Would you mind answering a few questions for us? No, of course not. I'd be delighted. The name Sawit. Frank Sawit. The witness is all yours, my young associate. Sure have the intern to do everything. Why not? Fuck! Why am I messing up? This is the easiest sentence of my life. Sure, have the intern do everything. Why not? Mr. Sawit, you are no doubt aware that a murder took place yesterday. I have to see this loser in the second game. Honestly, I was not expecting him to make any appearances. I generally thought this character was totally forgotten about. But you know what, honestly, I actually do kind of appreciate the call back to this. But anyways, would you mind telling us where you were at the time the body was found? Hello, Ronan, oh yeah, that's right. No! I'm not a snack! Okay, sorry. I need to remember all my recurring jokes now that I'm back to streaming again. Like, the birthday vacation took me a little bit out of the mindset. Yes, I was in that workshop there, working as one might expect. What kind of work were you doing? Well, I'm actually retraining at the moment. I'm hoping to become a stylist, you see? A pet stylist, that is. So, yes, I've been studying hard and practicing every moment I can. An unusual field of study befitting such an unusual Oh, I'm messing up my speech! An unusual field of study befitting of an unusual prison, I suppose. And that's it. I certainly didn't see anything. Interesting. I barely asked him anything at all, and he's already sweating bullets. Yes. I'm afraid I won't be able to help you. Sorry.
Hold it!
No, I'm the one who's sorry, Mr. Salt, for this interview has only just begun. I mean, even if you were to ask me, You know something, don't you? That's... He's definitely hiding something. I need to push him a little harder for him to get any answers. Logic chess again. We're doing logic chess very, very soon. Like, almost 2 back-to-back. The first step is to analyze the situation. Let's take a look at our opponent. I didn't see anything. I really can't help you, I'm afraid. Something tells me he'd be a good poker player. It's hard to tell much at all from his face. And I don't think he'll be giving me much in the way of physical cues either. I have to rely solely on his words instead. That's the only way I'll know what's going on underneath. Alright, time to make my first move. Let's see who we're dealing with here. He may be good at hiding his emotions, but everyone has a tell. Mind chess! Commence! Tell me, what's your connection to this incident? Which incident? The murder? Oh, well, it has nothing at all to do with me. Nothing. Really now? I wouldn't dream of getting involved in anything as ghastly as that. You see, how can I put this? I like to think of myself as an upstanding citizen, a good person, if you will. Forgive me, Mr. Salt, but under normal circumstances, good people do not tend to end up in prison. Well, that's... So you do well to tell me everything you know about the incident. How many times do I have to tell you people? I don't know anything, I swear. Surely you have noticed, Mr. Salt, that I have you exactly where I want you. Oh, that's wrong? Really? It seems to me like you're just wasting my time. Ah! I should have picked my words more wisely. Dang it! I got rage baited! I got rage baited with the first culprit in the franchise! God damn it! Okay, no. It's on now! It's on now! No, you know what? No! No guide! Phone string goes off. We're gonna put this on the desk on the other side of the room. You know, hands up, hands up. Nope, it's not in my pocket. Nope. We're doing this one raw, just for that. Mr. Salt may be good at hiding his emotions, but he also has to tell. I just need to watch for it and respond. Tell me, what's your connection to this incident? Which incident? The murder? Oh, well, it has nothing at all to do with me. Nothing. Really? I wouldn't dream of getting involved in anything as ghastly as that. You see, how can I put this? I like to think of myself as an upstanding citizen, a good person, if you will. Forgive me, Mr. Salt, but under normal circumstances, good people do not tend to end up in prison. In hell's wise joys. Shut up. Now you're making me laugh. Now that's gonna make me run on my breath soon. Good people do not tend to end up in prison. That's... So you do well to tell me what you know about the incident. How many times do I have to tell you people? I don't know anything, I swear. Sorry, I don't know what more to say, but I can't help you. My apologies, Mr. Solid. But considering that the incident occurred right here in the prison, I find it very hard to believe that you know nothing at all. Oh, well, yes, I suppose how it might seem unlikely, but it's true. If you're looking for the person who found the body, you'll have to look elsewhere. He brought that up of his own. You can silence me, but you can't silence the truth. You know what? I don't even want to silence you. That's Verity's job. Miss Judge Cavell is going to do that, not me. I'm looking for the truth, and you know what? If you want to make snarky jokes as untrue as they are, go right on ahead. Skip ahead 10 minutes later, and I'm going to regret saying that. Also, I cut myself while shaving, so that's why there's blood on my arm. I didn't commit a murder! Nope! End the stream! Editor! Quick! Cut away! Anyways, it's a live stream, anyways. Why do you think I'm looking for the person who found the body? I certainly never mentioned any such thing to you. Is it because you do know something you're not telling me after all? No, I just sense that's who you might be looking for, that's all. I'm simply a pet stylist in training. I don't know anything, truly. There's no doubt about it now. This man is hiding something big. In which case, let's find out what he did yesterday, and the day... In which case, let's find out what he did yesterday, the day of the incident. My opponent is very good at hiding his true feelings, but not for long. It's time to smash that mask of his and see what lurks behind that phony smile. Tell me about the day of the incident. If you really don't have anything to do with the murder, then you have nothing to hide, right? Well, the day of the incident... Oh gosh, I mean, so much happened. I want to know what you were doing, Mr. Salt, in detail. I told you, I'm a pet stylist in training. And that's what I was doing yesterday. Training, specifically. I was giving the animals a twim. You didn't notice any commotion at the time of the incident? I would imagine things were suddenly quite tumultuous around here. Well, commotion, you say? No, not really. Maybe I heard someone, but... You heard someone? Was there someone screaming by any chance? And don't try to tell me you don't remember. No, it's funny you say that, Ronan. That's actually what I was going for. It's actually what I was going for. I'm trying to like, well, Elmer Fudd, like, okay, Looney Tunes, I'm replace, the R's with, W's, I was actually going for that. You actually read my mind on that one, because, I've referenced Looney Tunes on the past on this channel. You continue to assert that you know nothing about the incident, Mr. Solwit. But I'm afraid I don't believe a word of it. No, I thought I heard someone yelling, but I don't really remember. The fact you had to scream at the time of the murder may well prove to be useful too. Quint being a bad old pretty tat. Okay. I can't do a Twitty voice, but... Because I have a deep voice. I can't do high-pitched voices. Because when I do high-pitched voices, I sound like this. Yeah, I can't do high-pitched voices. It's just not in me. If you want me to do a deep voice, I can do that. I would do well to bear it in mind. Tell me about the day of the incident. If you really don't have anything to do with the murder, then you have nothing to hide, right? Well, the day of the incident? Oh gosh, I mean, so much happened. What was it like here in the prison yesterday morning? I really don't remember. I don't have the best memory, I'm afraid. Time to deploy my clue. You don't remember? Please. You literally just confirmed that you heard a scream. But I may have been mistaken. The truth is, I really don't remember. Your memory fails you yet again? How convenient. But I know you're lying, Mr. Solid. How dare you talk to me like... I mean, I'm not lying. Bide my time. Look, if you must know, when I'm working with the animals, I tend to get into the zone. They're all I see. Am I to understand you have something of a talent for animal grooming, then? Well, my scissor technique could use a little work, but I'd say I'm quite good with the animals. They seem to like me. I'm especially good at calming them down when they get scared. Scared? And when exactly do they get scared? It surely doesn't happen very often. Well, that's... no, thankfully it doesn't. A loud scream would certainly frighten the animals, wouldn't it? Why are you going to such lengths to deny having heard the scream? What is it you're hiding, Mr. Solid? Tell me! Ah! I can assure you I'm not hiding anything! I'll admit, I really did hear somebody scream, but I'm not hiding anything, I promise! The mask is finally beginning to crack. Now to shatter it completely by asking about the scream itself in more detail. Well, bro, if you really want to know more about Van Gogh, why not go to your local art museum? That's an art history joke for anyone who cares. I'm afraid you're about to learn a painful lesson, Mr. Solid. The hiding things for me never ends well for my opponent. Don't have to fucking weapon to smash head with your sensor. Okay, I'll read all of that. I'm leaving my phone over there. I'll read all your guys' comments. Well, no, but I swear I'm gonna beat this guy in logic, or mind chess, without using a guide. The hiding things from me never ends well for my opponent. When did you hear this scream? Oh, wait, now I remember. I forgot about the show. They put on a show for us prisoners around the time of the incident. You see? Yes, performing animals, if I remember rightly. That's where I was in the morning. So now you wish to claim you didn't hear a scream because you were at the show? You do realize that goes completely against everything you've told me so far? And what are you gonna do about it, huh? My memory is patchy, as they say. The animal show really had to be seen to be believed. It did, didn't it? Tell me, what kind of animals did you see? Let me think. A whale? Wow! Wow, dude! You just had to say one animal in the prison and he wouldn't have been able to argue against that. Wow, dude! Wow! No. Dude. I got nothing for that one. Oh my god. That might just be one of the stupidest responses I've ever heard. And Ace Attorney, that's kind of saying something. Enough of your lies! You were nowhere near the show, were you? Ah! Well, I seem to remember being there, but maybe I was, maybe I wasn't. It's clear Mr. Salt wasn't at the show. This feels like a vital clue. Who did you hear screaming? Wait, I just realized I made a mistake. When the incident happened, I was out in the yard, yes. So I didn't hear anyone screaming. No one at all. Time to deploy my clue. How long are you planning to keep up these lies? I already know that you weren't at the show. Ah! The game's up, Mr. Salt. It's high time you told me the truth. I demand to know about the scream, now! I can't tell you what I don't know. I didn't hear any scream, not from the person who found the body. How curious. Most people would assume that the scream had come from the victim. So then, why do you think it came from the person who found the body, Ah! I made a mistake, that's all. How, Mr. Salt? How did you know that it was the person that found the body who screamed? Okay, so now I can, hold on. Now I can view the chat because this game of Mind Chess is done. Okay, so now I gotta go back. Because the music stopped. As I know, the music stopped. I can go back, read all your guys' comments now. Okay, so, okay. Yeah, you don't hide some kind of fucking weapon to smash someone's head with your censored words. Have fun. Wait a minute. And I go to all messages, and we have, is a better man than me. I put my hands on this fucking idiot. And don't say that. People are going to take it out of context. Shall I tell you? You knew because it was you who found the body. And the scream that I heard, and the scream that was heard when the incident occurred didn't come from the victim. It came from you! Yeah! How did you... It's true, I admit it, but what gives you the right to treat people like this? Checkmate. Mind chess! Checkmate! Whoosh! Now that we've established you were the one who found the body, Mr. Solid, I believe you have lost any standing you might have had to withhold your cooperation. All right, you win. But I'm sure I won't have anything useful to tell you, so it probably isn't even worth your time. That's not for you to decide. By my hand, the truth will be revealed. Every decision I make is to ensure that end. Except that's not exactly what we're here to do, is it? What do you mean? We're not trying to expose the truth. We're trying to save Simeon. That's what we do now, remember? We're working to get our client out of trouble. Not as prosecutor, but as a defense attorney's assistant. What the K-Meister said. You listen to Kid more, you know? Client has requested the services of Edgeworth & Co. And as your old man always said, your relationship with your client comes before everything else. So if you think Mr. Saint's well-being has taken a back seat to quest some... So if you think Mr. Saint's well-being is taking a backseat for some quest for the truth, well, let's just say I don't like to fire people, so I need you to fight against your instincts a little harder, yeah? This will take some getting used to. In any case, the importance of this man's testimony remains unchanged. Therefore, Mr. Salt, I'm asking once more, what happened when you found the body? Testimony time! Finding the corpse. Okay, let me go ahead and scroll down to the thing here. I was in the workshop there by myself, practicing what I had learned. I don't remember how, but I found myself in front of the door to the other workshop. It happened to peek through the little window, and then I saw him lying there, a man not moving, dead. I quailed in fright and found myself screaming in sheer terror. Let me get this straight. The room you were in is next to the one where the corpse was found. Yes, that's right. I was in workshop B. And you were there the whole day? Yes, from 7 a.m. roll call onwards. There are 3 roll calls a day, you see. 7 a.m., noon, and 9 p.m. And they check who's in the workshops during roll call, correct? That's right. Nothing was reported to be amiss at 7 a.m., which means that Knight's body wasn't in the workshop yet at that point in time. Okay, then. Guess it means the murder took place after 7 a.m., which puts it right around the time the show was happening. Ah, yes, the show! I remember the other prisoners going to see it. And therefore, anybody who wasn't at the show has no alibi. Would that be a fair assessment, Mr. Sawit? I guess so, but I only found the body, I swear. There's a clear contradiction in Mr. Sawit's testimony. Rooting it out should be my first priority. Let's go! Alright. So, the first thing we do is present the door sensor on the third statement of his first testimony. Because that's the thing about this. Hang on. Something bad happened. Wait, hang on. I'll have to read what Peyton is saying here. It says, what did you expect? Something bad happened to Franny? I'll answer that in a minute. I'm still trying to get to the next checkpoint. I will read it when I get to the next checkpoint, though. Okay, so present the door sensors. Enough of these pathetic lies, Mr. Sawit. I'm afraid you've rather lost sight of what you are. What I am? I know precisely what I am. I'm a former newspaper salesman who's training to be a pet stylist. But that's not all you are, is it? Or did you forget the bracelet around your wrist? A bracelet that marks you as a prisoner and therefore unable to move around as you please. As we both know, stepping outside that door would have sounded an alarm. That's... But there's no way you could have looked into the other workshop without leaving the room you were in. Ah! Hoo-wee! Stylishly done, Edgeru! But doesn't this mean Mr. Sawit couldn't have found the body then? Good question, Kay. Perhaps Mr. Sawit himself can explain. It's, him. So, actually, I may have forgot to mention one very important detail. Sorry about that. I can explain exactly how I was able to see the body, if you like. By all means, go on ahead. Finding the corpse, part 2. There's a little trick we prisoners know about, you see. As long as you leave your bracelet inside the door, you can lean out without triggering the alarm. That's how I was able to peek through the window and into the workshop next door. Inside, I spotted the victim's dead body, which made me scream in fright. So he's saying... He was able to take a look next door because he kept his arm inside workshop B as he leaned out. Please don't tell anyone about a little trick, especially not the gods. Please? Is this it? Is this all he was hiding? I better dig a little deeper into his testimony, just in case. Honestly, this is a believable enough explanation, if you ask me, but obviously, we press the third statement of his second testimony, okay?
Hold it!
Why'd you make so much of an effort just to take a look? Well, you see, I heard noises coming from next door. And that room was supposed to be empty, so I thought it was strange. And you went to look as soon as you heard these noises? Yes, of course. I had to see what was going on, so I went right away. I see. Are there any problems with what Mr. Sawit just said? There is a problem. You claim that you looked into the next room as soon as you heard some noise. If that's the case, you must have seen more than just a dead body, because the person who made those noises should have been in there too. You got him quaking in his boots, Mr. Edgeworth. Mr. Sawit, tell us the truth about what you saw. You do, of course, have the right to remain silent, but it will do little to dispel the notion that you were somehow involved in this crime. I'm sorry. I did see something else, but it's too insane to believe. I really thought I might have dreamt it. That's why I wasn't sure if I should mention it. Just tell us what you saw. All right. It was that dog. And what I saw is the stuff of nightmares. That huge black dog had sunk his terrible teeth into the victim's throat. What? What did you just say? It was hellish, utterly hellish. That beast, that awful beast, he killed him. Suddenly I don't feel so good. Jeepers creepers, that's awful. Talk about traumatizing. Honestly, I'm not gonna lie, I'd be kind of fucking scared too. It was dreadful, horrible. Now you know why I couldn't help but scream. So there's a man-eating dog in the prison's animal population, is there? And that really is everything, I promise. You believe me, don't you? For now. This one seems too far-fetched a lie, even for you. I'd like for you to append what you just said to your testimony, if you don't mind. Very well. Interesting. I just realized this went back to the cross-examination moderato theme. At the start, it was playing the allegro theme, but now it went back to playing moderato. Interesting how they chose to do the music. Okay, so now we present Mr. Knight's body to the newly added statement.
Objection!
Wait, what? What? Oh, I'm wrong? What? Died? You lied to me. Do I have to press this one too? Wait. Okay, so wait. Okay, so I have to press again apparently. How much do you remember about the man you saw? Oh, I remember everything. Let's see. He had blonde hair. His neck was covered in blood because he was dead. Yes, we know that, Mr. Saw. Thank you very much. I'm just telling you what I saw. I thought you attorneys were obsessed with the little details. There's some serious venom behind those words. Something tells me he may not have had the best experience with defense attorneys in the past. Surprise, he doesn't know this.
Hold it!
You sure this black dog was biting the victim's throat? Yes, there was blood everywhere. The beast's mouth was dripping with it and... Whoa, whoa, whoa! Spare us the gory details, will you? What about the victim? Was he... Eek! Don't say it! Don't say it! Do you really need to ask him that, Mr. Edgeworth? Ow! Okay, what was that punch for? I'm on your side here. He wasn't moving at all. He was just lying there. Meaning he was already dead. There was so much blood just oozing from his neck. Oh, he was dead as a doornail, I'm sure of that. Not a twitch of the finger, just lifeless. Eek! Enough already! Why did you go into every little detail like that? To give you a nice, accurate testimony. That is what you want, isn't it? Shall I add what I've said to my testimony, Mr. Edgeworth? Please do. It was awful, I tell you. Terrible. Okay, and then we present to this... Okay, wait. What? He didn't say this before. He didn't say this before. Why is this added now? What? Now that is some bullshit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That is bullshit. You added this statement and it had nothing in the dialogue before said nothing about the ring. Oh my god. See, it's one of these bullshit things about Ace Attorneys. They just throw you like 2 different testimony lines, one after the other. And the previous press dialogue hinted nothing about the ring. What? That is nonsense. You get out of here, you. A ring with a snowflake relief? Yes, I saw it, clear as day. It was carved in such fine detail. Interesting. Your testimony is certainly very accurate. In fact, I'd say it's just a little too accurate. And what's wrong with being too accurate? I mean this. You testified to seeing a ring with a snowflake design on it. And while the victim did indeed have a ring on his finger... See? Exactly as I said! There's no way you could have seen it. Take a look at this photograph. As you can see, the victim's right hand was covered by a top. It would have been impossible for you to see his ring, let alone what design was on it. Unless, that is, you approached the body and moved up the sheet. You told us earlier you only took a look through the window in the front door. Yet you seem to have seen quite a lot from such a disadvantaged location, Mr. Solid. Who the fuck do you think you are, huh? Mr. Big Shot acting like you know it all. I mean, I saw what I saw, I swear. Oh, I know. That man's arm. It must have moved from under that top after I peeked in. Nonsense. You already told us that it can't have been the case. He wasn't moving at all. He was just lying there. Meaning he was already dead. You said it yourself, the victim was already dead. And dead men don't move, do they? Hoo-wee! Is that the stench of the you-day desperation I smell? Okay, doing an audio check there. What are you hiding, Mr. Solid? Tell us! You're wrong! I know what I saw! You couldn't let it go, could you? You just had to keep poking and prodding! You slimy two-bit associate attorney! It seems the real Mr. Salt has finally revealed himself. Whoa! That's quite the rug he was rocking. Came straight at you like some kind of flying black cat. Look! I'm just sweet, innocent witness here! But are you really? Because I must say, I have doubts. Very serious doubts. What's that supposed to mean? You saw something that should have been impossible to see from outside the workshop. So, how did you do it? That's simple. Mr. Sot, this is where you were standing when you saw the body.
Take that!
You were in the same room as the body. I love the actions of Maria being half. Okay, I'll read that in a bit, Peyton. I promise. I just got to get to the next checkpoint here. That's the only way you could have seen the relief on the ring. Ha! Ha ha! Say what you want, but you don't have a shred of evidence, do you? Nothing to prove I was in the room with the body anyway. You can't prove it, can you? Because I was in the next room over. Minding my own business and looking after the animals. Why else would I have signed out a pair of rubber gloves? For fun? Now put up or shut up. I want to see evidence that proves I was in the room with the body.
Take that!
Remind me, Mr. Sot, what were you doing when you discovered the body? How many times do I was practicing my TED style. How many times do I was practicing my pet styling techniques. Of course. Then perhaps this rubber glove means something to you? But that's... This glove was found by the victim's body. I believe it was dropped by the killer. And I can't help but notice that you have a similar glove tucked into your apron. No, this one's different.
Hold it.
Yes, that one does seem awfully lonely, doesn't it? It's just a rubber glove. There are hundreds of them all over the prison. This doesn't prove anything. Not yet, perhaps. But if I would ask the police to check this glove for fingerprints, I have a feeling the results would be rather fascinating. it's over.
Objection!
What the? That was a pretty rad objection, am I right? Please, Fender, now's not the time for tomfoolery. But I have a legit objection, because this isn't over. There's something that still doesn't make sense. Armenia is a prisoner, right? And he's got one of those bracelet doohickeys on. And that's true! So how could he have left his workshop in the first place? His bracelet would have triggered the alarm if he tried. Right. We don't have a good explanation for that yet. Also, a lack of a motive. That too. Well, anything you'd like to share, Go-To Buddy? We're all friends here. That's weird. You should be clinging on to that bracelet like the big round lifesaver it is. In what way? As in, it's the best hope our wig-flinging friend here has for getting off the hook for murder. Sorry, can't get into the crime scene with a bracelet on. If it was me, I'd be arguing that for my life. That's a good point! That's a good point, Ed! Good point! And yet, he hasn't said a peep about it. I wonder why that might be, The sound of silence. I suppose Miss Law Priestess did preach the silence is golden yesterday, too. Whoa! You sound like an actual attorney for a second there, Mr. Fender. The worst of times are when lawyers calmly show our biggest smiles. Gregory taught me that. It was part of the attorney's code he lived by. So, friend, what's the dealio? Why so coy about your bracelet? Well, to tell you the truth, it's broken. Broken? I fell over a little while back, you see, and hit it on the floor. After that, it didn't seem to set the sensors off anymore. I should have told the guards about it, I know, but, well, it was awfully convenient. I see. So your bracelet is broken. But do they really break that easily? If so, then this prison has a serious security problem. You there, can we have a moment?
Nah, aren't you just the cutest?
Ahem! Bro, it's literally Deputy Everett. Ronan, if you're still in here, it's literally Everett. Meow! How can I help you, sir? This prisoner's bracelet appears to be broken.
What? Really? Oh, that's not good. I'll get someone to find a replacement right away.
Thank you. We'll keep hold of the broken one for the time being.
Of course, sir. I trust you'll take good care of it.
Sweet. Bracelet sorted. Now to turn our murderer in, yeah? What? No! I didn't kill anybody! Whoa there, Palio. You even said your bracelet was out of commission. Or were there other inmates really roaming the halls while everyone was busy watching the show? No, I just found the body. That's all, I promise. And when I did, that enormous dog still had his mouth wrapped around the poor man's neck. I only went into the workshop after the beast had left. And why did you go in? Well, oh, fine. I wanted to go through his pockets, okay? He was going to rob the corpse? That explains why he remembers Knight's ring in so much detail. Hey, why are you looking at me like that? I'm a great thief. I never stoop as low to steal from a... Well, I didn't steal anything either. The show ended just after I entered the room, and all the other inmates came trickling downstairs thereafter. I panicked, rushed back to the other workshop, and started my fake screaming. And dropped the glove in your haste, huh? Well, there you go. I guess it all just about hangs together. Anything smell funky to you, Miles? Other than whether Mr. Salt is the one who did it, I'd say one very significant question still remains. The question of how Knight made it into the prison proper from his holding cell in the detention center. Ooh, yeah. That one's a doozy. I also can't help but wonder about another key feature of Mr. Salt's testimony. That's right. That dog's involvement could only mean one thing. Mr. Sawit? Yes? What is it? Were you the only prisoner who didn't go to watch the show? Well, no. There was one other who didn't. Am I right in thinking that this person couldn't have watched the show even if he wanted to? Yes. How did you... I knew it. I had my suspicions when we first ran into that black dog yesterday, but this confirms it. For a criminal that dangerous to end up in a place like this is unbelievable, but... Where's this person's cell? You're going to see him? Who are we talking about here? Him! He's not like the other prisoners, you know! He's special! He gets treated like royalty! But you didn't hear that from me! All I say is, if you value life, you'll stay well away from him! What? Will you please stop trying to scare us all the time? This guy. Bro, okay, this is another pretty memorable character in this case, if you ask me. Memorable in the sense that he's very, you'll see when we get to him. The big cheese, huh? Well, I, for one, value my life, so that sucks. They keep him in maximum security. Which is over there. Maximum security. Well, that's certainly one way of treating someone differently. Alright, quit being so mysterious and tell us who he is already. Let's just say he's highly skilled when it comes to people's lives. Better than anyone, in fact. And, that's all I'm prepared to say on the subject. In fact, I may have already said too much. Well, Milesy, anything you care to share? Or are you gonna leave Kay and I in the dark here, too? The mystery man in maximum security is an old acquaintance. Let's go pay him a visit. I suspect we'll find our dark canine friend there, too. This character. This is a really memorable character. Honestly, I'll be honest, when I first played this case, a lot of the early parts were not doing it for me. Like, I'll be honest, this case has grown on me a lot over the years. I think it's my least favorite case of Investigations 2. I still think it's a good case, which is saying something. Because there's basically no bad case in this game. Bro, even Trials and Tribulations had Recipe for Turnabout. And I'm not defending that case. I'm not. I know there's people like, Trials and Tribulations is the best Ace Attorney game. Yes, but it has Recipe for Turnabout. This case has Captive Turnabout. And honestly, I'd rather replay Captive Turnabout 10 times before I ever want to replay Recipe for Turnabout. And that's kind of saying something. Okay, hang on though. Let's get our water real quickly. Because I need to get a very, honestly, probably painful voice for this guy. Also, in my opinion, he has one of the most underrated themes in this franchise. Okay, it's underrated by virtue of Ace Attorney Investigations 2 only recently getting localized, but underrated all the same. God, I gotta get my voice ready for this guy. Well then. Alrighty. March 28th, 12:41 p.m. Prison, maximum security. Audio check. March 28th. Okay, so we're still going good. Alrighty then. Wow, it's pitch black in there. I can't see a thing. But didn't you say the Yatagarasu takes flight even in the dead of night or something? Even in the depths of night, when no other bird dares to take flight. One alone soars to shine, the light of righteousness on the world's blight. And not one is me, for I am the great thief Yatagarasu! Whoa, you are one powerful performer. Thanks, but that doesn't help me see in the dark. I'm human, not a three-legged raven. Eek! Whoa, whoa! Ah, Mr. Edgeworth. That voice. I knew it. It has been far too long. You remember me? I could hardly forget now, could I? After all, you are the one who put me away. Mr. Edgeworth, are you talking to that dog? Or is there someone else in there? I still can't see a dang thing. Oh, but I am forgetting myself. Forgive me, I do not often receive visitors. One moment, I will turn on the lights. You are a heavy-footed lot. I am right in thinking there are 3 of you in all. Very well. Perhaps we should start by introducing ourselves. I am Bodhidharma Kanis. As you may have gathered, Mr. Edgeworth and I are old acquaintances. Okay, audio check. I've actually been really excited to voice this guy. Canis was a notorious assassin. Some knew him as the Blind Butcher. His only weapons were a vicious hunting hound and a fearsomely sharp knife. His appearance was always announced by the sound of bells. The last sound his victims would ever hear. Well, Mr. Edgeworth, am I to guess why you have come to see me? You know why I'm here. In fact, I'm willing to bet you know every detail of this sordid little affair already. Then I suppose we have nothing to hide from one another. Your faithful canine friend is currently the chief suspect in a murder investigation. The person who found the body and saw a dog with its mouth around the victim's throat. Your witness is mistaken. Helmut is a gentle soul. He is my eyes, nothing more. It is absurd to think he would do such a thing, isn't it, boy? Yes, yes it is. You're a good boy, aren't you? Helmut is more than a seeing eye dog, and he's certainly no good boy. He's also a trained killer. A weapon once used by this man's sordid trade. This witness of yours, he is trustworthy, I assume? Hang on. Hey, Ma, I'm streaming right now.
Happy birthday!
Thank you!
Tell everybody it's your birthday today.
Everyone already knows. I wrote like 4 messages in chat saying it's my birthday, and I'm like, thanks, guys! So, yeah, I know.
Oh, that's great. Okay, I'll let you finish. Make sure you order like a burger or do something special today.
I actually am going to be buying a game on my Switch too when I get off this stream.
Excellent. You should get yourself a burger though down at Black Bear.
You know, I should. I could probably even say it's my birthday and they'll give me like a free like ice cream or something if I had to take a guess. That might be fun.
Maybe, yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna see.
I'll call you later. I love you.
Love you, Ma. Bye.
I miss you already, honey. Bye.
Aw, thanks. Okay, sorry about that. I had to obligatory do the call of the family who wants to make sure that I'm good. Hang on, let me just get back here. No, but seriously, this guy's theme, just listen to it. Like, jeez, what a theme. Salt is anything but trustworthy, and he's still very much a suspect himself. I can hardly claim that his testimony is beyond reproach. She's already hung up, but I will tell my mom that you said hi, Aunt. I can hardly claim his testimony is beyond reproach. No, then. I thought as much. Yes, I did, Helmut. Yes. He figures that he already knew who our witness is. What were you doing between 8 and 10 a.m. yesterday? Bah. What were you doing between 8 a.m. and 10 a.m. yesterday morning, Mr. Canis? During the show, you mean? I was here, ensconced in these humble surroundings.
I have developed a passion for wood carving, you see. An obsession, even. I was engrossed in it all morning.
And you have permission to engage in such a hobby? I can't believe someone would actually let you.
The warden and I have an understanding.
An understanding? That's ridiculous! This man shouldn't be allowed 1, let alone 5 chisels! For nothing but lethal weapons in his hands!
I was carving Buddhist pieces at first, but by the 674th, my interest had begun to wane.
Whoa! That must have taken forever!
Time is all I have, child. In any case, my focus has now shifted to pieces such as these.
I didn't know you played chess.
You play too, You play too, do you not, prosecutor? Perhaps one day you might indulge me. Though, you may find my game rather rudimentary. I only began after my arrival here, I'm afraid.
What's that piece? A dog with 3 heads?
Ah, yes. The dogs of war. You must forgive my little joke. Chess is, after all, a game of war. Soldiers, knights, castles. All doing their utmost to protect the king, all loyal to the last. I have always thought it strange that such a game has no place for a dog. After all, what more loyal weapon could an army call upon? Still, it is simply a piece I made for fun. Fear not, I play by the regular rules, and with the regular pieces.
I can't imagine it's easy finding opponents to play here in prison, though.
Oh, I have my correspondence.
Correspondence chess, then? Sharing moves by post?
Yes, even prisoners are allowed to send and receive letters. Their contents are inspected, of course. Although, I've yet to receive the details of my current opponent's next move.
This voice is going to kill me, but dude, I gotta give this guy this voice. This voice is perfect for him. It's just so intimidating. Sounds like this current opponent isn't a resident here. I suppose you know the identity of the deceased then, Mr. Carnus.
His name was Bronco Knight, was it not? Poor, unfortunate soul.
You keep your ear to the ground.
My ear's all that I have, Mr. Edgeworth.
Why am I not surprised he's plugged into the prison's information network?
Perhaps. But perhaps he was not so unfortunate after all.
What do you mean?
Mr. Knight's crime was a grave one. A crime for which he would have been made to pay dearly anyway. The attempted assassination of a president is no small matter.
Attempted assassination? Wait, Mr. Edgeworth, didn't Mr. Knight... Yes, we proved that he murdered his team leader, and there was no attempt on the president's life. Could it be? Are they attempting to cover up President Wang's fake assassination scheme? Whoa there, cowboy! You're saying the Bronxster didn't actually have a pop at the Prez? I was trying to defend him on the charge of attempted murder. You mean, you don't know what really happened? So what, they just blamed the whole assassination thing on Mr. Knight? It would explain why the committee was so keen to get involved. Of course! They took you off the case to try and keep you away! And swapped that winner kid to push through an attempted murder charge. In other words, they're trying to cover up the truth!
So they really were trying to frame him. According to the gods, this Knight, was it? They tell me he was vitally insistent that he attempted no assassination.
Which would have come out anyway when the case went to trial.
I am no expert in legal matters, but allow me to say this one thing. I know for a certainty that he would not have been the first inmate imprisoned on false pretenses. An uncomfortable fact, but a fact nonetheless. Yes, Helmut. Yes, it is. Yes. The courtroom is not always the bastion of truth you believe it to be, Mr. Edgeworth.
No bastion of truth, huh? I've heard something to that effect before. Okay, I need to get water, bro. This voice is actually very difficult to maintain. You're gonna have to forgive me for a lot of water breaks when I voice this guy. Okay, I'm back. Got the water. Hang on, though. I actually do want to play, the clip of where actually I got the idea for this voice. Because when I heard this voice, I'm all like, this is the voice I'm going to use, for Canis when I dub this case. Let me play you where it's from. It's actually from a meme, from Elden Ring that I saw. I mean, no surprise, you know, Elden Ring is one of the greatest video games I've ever played. It's arguably the best Let's Play I probably will ever do on this channel. But this is where I got the voice from.
I should probably come back later once I've upgraded my... Thou art a foul, cowardly, maidenless knave. You saw as I did. You saw the health bar move. It can bleed. It can die. But I'm only level 1. I haven't even upgraded my... Thou must get good.
I'm like, bro, tell me that voice does not fit for him here. Tell me. Just you tell me, bro. I don't care if my vocal cords get destroyed. I have to do this for the Blind Butcher, man. I have to. I've heard something to that effect before. Yes, from a certain Interpol agent who doesn't have much faith in prosecutors. Our boy!
You're not twisting the truth behind those closed courtroom doors too, are ya? Fueled by that kind of thinking, is any wonder that courts produce nothing but falsities and lies? Sorry, but the truth doesn't need the likes of you to distort it today.
I never was able to fully dispel his mistrust of prosecutors.
Even Helmut understands, don't you, Helmut? Yes, you do. The truth revealed in court and your deductions. It is dangerous to trust either implicitly. But I am not bitter. You're not the first to make me a subject of unfounded suspicions in recent days. In fact, I was visited by another prosecutor only yesterday. He was accompanied by a judge. They even dragged the warden along, her distaste for me lingering unspoken in the air.
Not those two again! Prosecutor Winner and Judge Gavelle.
They went over my cell with a fine-tooth comb, but they left empty-handed. They were looking for the murder weapon, I believe, to no avail. But I mustn't take it personally. Rumor has it they searched every cell in the prison, and still failed to find what they were looking for. I pray they weren't too disappointed.
Well, that posed more questions than it answered. What do we do now? Salt's testimony is flimsy at best. I'll need more proper evidence if I want to take Canis on.
Well, I think that's quite enough chit-chat for one day. Helmut will show you out. Good boy, Helmut. Go on now.
He's not showing us out permanently, right? Let's get out of here! Come on! Until next time, Mr. Carnus.
It does pain me that our brief time must end, just as we were becoming reacquainted. I await your return, Mr. Edgeworth.
Bro, honestly, I'm not gonna lie. I'll have to watch that back, but I think that might be the best voice I've done yet. I know I've struggled with my voices in this game, but I think that voice might be the best I've done yet. March 28th, 1:12 p.m. Prison Court. K is on top of the statue. Now to gather the evidence I need to bolster my case. Hey, Mr. Edgeworth! That's the best hiding spot she could find. It's alright, Kay, you can come down now. Where's Fender? He ran off somewhere. I had no idea he could move that fast. Fender. So, what do we do now? You and I will continue the investigation, and I know just where to start. By solving that one particular mystery that's been dogging us down this whole time. Knight's body was found in one of the prison workshops, but he was presumably being detained on one of the other detention center's holding cells. So how did he wind up on the other side of those heavy security doors? Let's start by investigating these holding cells. In Mr. Knight's room, right? But, what about Mr. Fender? I'm sure he'll find us when he's ready. Sure, but he is kind of our boss, isn't he? Oh, well. March 28th, 1:34 p.m. Detention Center. Corridor. The victim's cell is just over there. Lead the way, Mr. Edgeworth! I've just about had it! Who's that? Oh. I've just about had it! Wouldn't look good. She must have come from the corridor marked no entry. He's still not talking, ma'am? Even with the evidence... Oh, sorry. Even with the evidence you borrowed from the precinct? No! And I've tried so many times I've lost count! What am I supposed to do? I can't send a blank report! I guess the killer for hire was always going to be a tough nut to crack. A killer for hire? Oh! I couldn't help but overhear... I couldn't help overhearing Warden Laguerre. But were you just now talking about Bodhidharma, Carnus? My, you were listening? How very gosh of you! A girl's privacy is her armor, you know. Do you normally conduct interrogations of the man yourself? Oh, it's not just him, darling. I try to have the occasional tete-a-tete with everyone you see. Ruben, I don't like her either. Honestly, I don't either. It's like... Honestly, she's probably one of the weaker characters in this game. Definitely the weakest, yeah, definitely the weakest, like, one-off in this, game. It's like, honestly, like, it's kind of funny thing about Fifi. It's like, I don't know. It's like, I just don't like her. Also, voicing her is also going to be murder on my vocal cords. Because I have to do this, I'm an opera singer from the Valkyries voice, and my voice is going to crack. So you're going to have to forgive my voice for this character, and honestly, a lot of people here being a little bad. I have to take some creative liberties, so, and after I just voice Carnus, like, I go from, I am Bodhidharma Carnus to, I am Fifi Laguerre. So, oh my head. Oh my head. Okay, wait. Oh! Ow! Oh, I'm lightheaded now. What the fuck? I need to get more water. Jeez! Also, this goes without saying, but if that dog is on her neck 24/7, her neck has gotta be itchy as all hell. Like, seriously, bro, I know I'm just stating the obvious, but your neck has gotta be itchy as all hell, or at least a rash or some shit, because, jeez, even my cat, I wouldn't let do that. Oh, fine. Come here, Gigi. Well, this is the plushie of my cat that used to be alive, but you know what? For today, pat, pat, pat. Okay. Let's, wait a minute. I'm gonna feel so bad if Gigi falls over. Wait, let's put her on the right. No, that's gonna bump the microphone. Okay, Gigi, sorry. No, this is the right. I'm getting directionally confused. Okay, there we go. There you go, Gigi. Pat, pat. I don't want to tip over. I'm gonna have to... There, you get the backrest, Gigi. That's what it means to be a member of the family in this little home of ours. There isn't a person who hasn't made the pilgrimage to my office at least once. Your office? How sweet! He's angling for an invite. Well, I suppose it is the hottest ticket in town. It's down this corridor here, darling, but FYI, I don't let anyone wander in willy-nilly. Let's see, that would put it right around here. It's a wonderful room if I do say so myself. All my guests rave about it. And who wouldn't want a view of my fabulous garden and the yard? Ooh la la! The yard, if it's anything like the rest of the place, it's probably full of adorable animals, right? Can I see? Oh, darling, it's so sweet of you to take an interest, but I'm afraid that's just not possible. Why not? Because you're not a member of our home. If you want to see it that badly, you just have to get convicted for doing something unspeakable. That's a rather steep price to pay. Oh, but just listen to me chattering away like there's no tomorrow. It's time for Allie's lunchy brunch. The poor dear will be dying. Allie? The sweetest little deer in all the world. I know I shouldn't have favorites, but you know how it is. Now, to the yard with me. Ciao for now, darlings. I wanted to ask her more about calmness, but she dominated that conversation from start to finish. Let's go investigate the victim's cell, shall we? March 28, 11:43 p.m. Detention Center. Holding cell. So this is night cell. When do you think he was brought in, Mr. Edgeworth? It would have to have been the evening of the 25th, just after the events at the lake. And then, at some point, he wound up in the prison proper. But how? There must be some evidence here that will point us in the right direction. All right, let's get looking, Mr. Edgeworth. Begin investigation. Detention center. Holding cell. All right, Gigi, let's do it. Wait. Gigi, just 1 second, okay? I need to get the guide. And then put it on my lap. And I have the controller, too. Oh, man. I'm balancing a cat, a phone, and a controller. Not one of my brightest ideas. But you know what? My adorable, beloved cat who, again, it's not really alive, but I will always remember Gigi. I'll always remember Gigi. I'll always remember her sister Bella. Tell you what, when this stream is done, I'll show y'all a photo. If I forget to do that, please someone in the chat before I do my ending spiel, remind me to do that. Okay, so, let's see now. Investigation. Okay, so that's the mine chest. Speak with Fender. Speak with Buddy Harma. The guard. Okay, speak with the guard first. And my comic soul. You're right. Tell you what, I'll do that when we get to the intermission. Because I almost forgot about that, Peyton. Thank you. See, this is why I appreciate you guys reminding me. That's why I always don't go, no. Like, I always, like, respond graciously to that. Why am I doing the Connus hand thing? Anyways. Keep up the good work, officer. Sir! Yup, there's absolutely no need to keep an eye on us. Because we're two great thieves of justice. You're... what now? You really needn't polarize thieves on my account, Kay. Okay. Now, we examine the glass in the upper left. Reflected in the mirror is a security camera, a great thief's greatest enemy. Nothing about this place is very thief-friendly, if I'm being honest. I think that might be entirely deliberate, Kay. God. I'd like you to retrieve the footage from the security camera and review it as carefully as you can. If you see anything out of the ordinary, inform me immediately. Yes, sir! Okay, now that that's that, we need to examine the table. I must scour the scene and inspect anything that catches my attention. Okay, so the first thing we examine is the menu. Ooh, what's the menu doing here, Mr. Edgeworth? Seems that those held in detention center are able to choose what they like to eat each day. If they can afford it, that is. Money makes the whole world go round, I guess. But doesn't that make life super easy for the rich detainees? Well, Kay, bear in mind that people held in these cells haven't been found guilty yet. Some of them don't deserve to be punished. Quite a few of them, in fact. So you're saying it's fine that people with money don't have as hard of a time as everybody else? Ow! I thought I wanted defending the practice of the detention system. Next, we do the books. Wow, that's a lot of books. Let's take a look. You'll Laugh Tomorrow, an anthology, Understanding Animal Emotions, Life as a Pet Stylist. Maybe there was more of Mr. Knight that met the eye. Sadly, I don't think these were his. They were likely specially selected and placed here for the detainees, with the hopes they would want to better themselves during their time here. A second chance at life interviews with a former prisoner. These books appear to be written by current model prisoners and former inmates. Oh, I like the look of this one. 200 Days to Freedom, an escape story. And this one too, Making Money While Serving Time. This facility may have more deeply rooted problems than I thought. That is kind of funny. I'm not gonna lie, that's a little funny. Okay, so then we examine this, which is the correspondence chest. Hey, look at this weird piece of paper. There's some sort of grid on it. Let's take a closer look. Okay, so then we deduce anywhere on the chessboard. And then we present the dog chess piece.
Eureka!
This chess game. I've seen it before. Enough with the chess chat, Mr. Edgeworth. We're supposed to be investigating here. Focus! I am investigating. This particular bit of chess chat could prove to be vital. Now, take a look at this. Can you tell me what it is? It's the chess set we saw Mr. Connus sell. But, I don't really know the rules of chess, so the rules of the game are not important here. What is important are the positions of the pieces. Compare the ones in Mr. Connus cell with these. Do you notice anything? Ah! I don't know which pieces or anything, but if you turn the diagram like this, there are pieces in the same squares. Indeed. There's no dog in the diagram, but that's to be expected. Apart from that, however, the positions of the pieces are identical. And what does that tell us?
Oh, I have my correspondence.
As unlikely as it may seem, Mr. Connor's chess opponent was Mr. Knight? This could be just the proof we need to show Mr. Connus had a connection to the victim. We know Mr. Knight did like playing chess. And then next, we examine the toilet. Ew! I don't want to do that. Okay, well, for the investigation. The bowl is nice and spotless. No, it's not. Look at that. Bro, I am literally a janitor. And there are no signs of toilet paper has been used. Everything seems to be in order with this toilet here. What? Are you serious? Why? What's wrong? There's no door. There's not even a curtain. Whoever designed this place should have thought of a little more... Whoever designed this place should have thought a little more about the people who want to live here. I think there might be a reason behind the open plan layout. Yeah, but look at that. You see that seat? That seat has stains on it. Or the upper part of the lid anyways. What? What are you talking? Also, there's spider webs. There's spider webs on the little pipe. Bro, I'm a janitor. I am allowed to criticize this. I literally work as a janitor. Okay, then we do The window. A standard barred window. No signs of having been tampered with. I don't think there's any chance that killer escaped through here. Aha! Must have to bring something to saw through the iron bars with. As they say, fail to prepare, prepare to fail. Glad I got the chance to scope this place out. Okay, we're investigating a crime scene, not preparing for your eventual escape. Okay, then we examine. Let's see here. The bed. I must scour the scene and inspect anything that catches my attention. So first, we examine the torn newspaper. Hey, look! This newspaper's got a chunk of it missing! You're right. A few of its pages have been roughly torn out. But why? Maybe Mr. Knight wanted to clean his cell but didn't have a cleaning cloth? It's not a totally implausible theory, I suppose. But who would try to clean their cell? Okay, and then we examine the pillow. This bed doesn't look very comfortable, but that pillow cover is very clean. Spotless, in fact. I bet this is the kind of bed Gummy sleeps in. I can just picture it, can't you? No. I sense he's more of a mattress on the floor type. Dude! Gumshoe is getting all the shade here, man. This must be Mr. Knight's jacket. I've been doing some research of my own. Oh, and what have you discovered? I discovered that guys who look good in suits tend to be popular with the ladies. But don't worry, guys with frilly neck ruffles are next on my research list. Please stop. Okay, I'm gonna move my cat here for a second because it's actually kind of starting to hurt my neck now. Yeah, okay. Don't worry, Gigi. I love you. Pat, pat. One of these days, I'll have to make Gigi a recurring thing on this channel. Actually, fun fact, it is actually Gigi where half of my cat motif came from. Because I was really close with Gigi. There's not a day that doesn't go by where I don't still think about my cat. She meant that much to me. But don't worry, you don't have to go, oh, I'm so sorry for your loss. It's been a long time. I've been over it, but I've always learned to love and appreciate the memories I've had. Okay, so anyways, back to the video game. Let's see now. So after we do the jacket, we do the scrubbed floor by the bed. Ah, bonk the microphone. There's something different about this spot here. This part of the floor is weirdly clean. Did somebody wipe it down or something? Why would somebody do... Blah. Why would somebody only do the pot right next to the bed, though? And then, let's see. Logic torn newspaper plus wipe 4. This part of the floor has been wiped clean. Maybe he spilled some grape juice? Who knows, but we can certainly imagine what he used to do the wiping. The torn out pages of that newspaper. Why wouldn't he just ask a guard for a cloth or something, though? Perhaps he didn't want anyone to see what he was wiping up. Investigation complete. I think we've just about exhausted this cell. Oh, sorry. I think we've just about exhausted this cell. We made significant progress by establishing a connection between Mr. Carnes and the victim. This is bad, sir! Is that the guard? The security camera footage, sir. I watched it, and... What is it? Can you show it to us? Yes, sir. I have a small playback monitor with me. Then what are you waiting for? Let's see it. What's that? That black thing! It's that dog, right? Until now, our assumption was the crime had taken place inside the prison proper. But it seems the assumption may have been wrong. Knight had actually been attacked in this location. And then we present the holding... Oh, in the detention center, okay.
Take that!
Right here in the detention center. and the perpetrator was indeed Mr. Connus' dog. This is just the evidence we need. And this is when Mr. Knight was actually murdered. Then one of the pieces of evidence we found here in the cell takes on a whole new meaning. If Knight's cell was the crime scene, which piece of evidence takes on a new significance? BRB, shower time? Gotcha. Okay. So, I then present... Hang on. The wiped floor. That's right. That explains a lot.
Take that!
The floor of Knight's cell was wiped clean, presumably to move something. Could that something have been his blood? Thank you, officer. Would you mind doing me one more favor?
Name it, sir.
There's a detective by the name of Gumshoe somewhere in this facility. I need to give him a message. Tell him to have the cell tested for traces of blood, and report the results to Edgeworth.
You got it, sir.
Now we're getting somewhere. Now we can really go up to that Connus guy, right, Mr. Edgeworth? No, not yet. We still don't know how Knight and the dog moved between his cell and the prison proper, and we lack a motive. That's the thing. We lack a real motive. Like, this is one of the things, actually, I want to just take a moment to pause here and say something that I do appreciate about this case, because I have heard over the course of my time in the Ace Attorney fandom that Captive Turnabout is considered a relatively mid case by Ace Attorney standards. I think it's one of the better case twos. Honestly, I think that more than case, because I know in the community we've dubbed, or not really dubbed, but there's a term called case 3 syndrome, which is like case 3s are either hit or miss. But honestly, I see that more with case 2s. I think I've said this before in the past on other streams, but I think Captive Turnabout is one of the stronger cases for a handful of reasons. One, I like it that it's not immediately obvious who the killer is. And honestly, for Ace Attorney, that's kind of big. Because, look, if you play these games enough, even if you don't know anything about Ace Attorney, even if you don't know anything, even if you've not been spoiled, even if you go in completely blind, if you just look at the characters, how they act, their sprites, their dialogues, you know, all that, you can almost immediately tell who the killer is going to be or who could be the killer by process of elimination. And what I like is how, and that's because, you know, there's usually like one or two immediately suspicious characters, and everyone else falls into the witness, detective, rival, etc. It's like, there's all these archetypes, and there's usually only room for about like 2 culprits, or 2 potential culprits, with one of them usually being it. What I like about Captive Turnabout is that there's a lot of characters here who, genuinely speaking, theoretically could be the culprits. I mean, you're in a prison. Everyone is suspicious. Literally everyone. Connus, Frank Sawit, Mr. Casarato, hell, even Verity and Eustace. Like, that's what I like about this case, is that, you know, you go into it and it's not immediately apparent who the killer is because everybody is suspicious. It's not a case of, okay, so who's normal and who's suspicious? No, it's everyone is suspicious. So who could have done it and why? Anyways, we still don't know how Knight and the dog moved between his cell and the prison proper. Right, so that's what we need to figure out next. What's the play, coach? Where are we off to? I suspect one of the gods might know something. We should ask those posted nearby and see what they have to tell us. March 28th, 2:15 p.m. Detention Center. Corridor. Okay, time to get asking, huh? Lang! Our boy! He's here!
Thanks for the tour. Later.
Our boy! There he is!
Well, Mr. Prosecutor, his little friend.
Gotta get my Tydra voice back. I actually do like the voice I gave Lang. It's like very like, I just can't imagine him as anything but Tydra, one of my OCs I made. I just imagine this voice for him.
I expect to run into you here. Must be my lucky day.
This is Agent Shilong Lang of Interpol. He was in charge of a case I worked on 2 weeks back. I thought he'd gone home to Zhang Fa after that, but here he is. You had some business to take care of, I take it, Agent Lang?
You could say that. Nothing to concern you, though.
First a black hound, now a wolf in all black. Hey, wait, why are you all alone today? That's true. He's usually accompanied by an army of police officers.
I hear you were at it again a couple days back, sticking your nose into things.
A couple of days back? Ah, he means the incident with the president of Zhang Fa. Actually, I had thought you might be there as well, heading up the security detail.
Ha! Our president does have much faith in the FSC of his own country's police force. Maybe you'll think twice before using contractors again. Amateurs.
Agent Lang doesn't have much faith in prosecutors or the courts to do their jobs right. Which is why he's so meticulous about investigating with his hand-picked cream of the crop officers. Indeed, no doubt things would have turned out differently had you and your men been in charge.
My men, huh? Yeah, those guys aren't around anymore.
What? They're not?
It's funny, isn't it? I'm a real lone wolf now.
What are you saying, Agent Lang? What on earth happened?
I told you, it doesn't concern you. See you around, Mr. Prosecutor.
I feel bad for the guy now. Wow, he seemed not okay. Yes, and I would very much like to know why, but there's nothing we can do about it right now. We'll worry about Agent Lang later. We have an investigation to conduct. Alright, let's start by talking to these guards. Because I'm going to talk to the guards. So we speak with the guard next to the lockers first.
Oh man, I'm in so much trouble.
What's the matter? You seem perturbed.
Oh, well, you see, one of my uniforms is missing. I could have sworn it was right here in my locker.
Did it grow a pair of legs and run off somewhere? Where in the world did that idea spring from? Anyway, I hope you track it down soon. I'll be rooting for you.
Thanks! I appreciate it!
I was wondering, have you seen an enormous black dog wandering around here lately?
That thing? No way, if I had to, well, let's just say I'd be a lot more nervous about standing guard here.
So, do you and this dog have some kind of history or something? Now, Kay, you should know when to let sleeping dogs lie. By the sound of it, Connor's dog hadn't been spotted on this side of those heavy security doors.
Hey, are these my faithful assistants I see before me? Ed!
Fender, and where exactly have you been?
Where have I been? I've been looking for you two. Been searching high and low. Wandering lonely through the prison halls? It was terrible, I tell ya.
But the prison's over there on the other side of the facility, boss.
So listen, I got the lowdown on some seriously dynamite material. You want to hear it, right? Right?
Seamless. I was chatting with a few of the guards, and they told me something tres interessante. Turns out the Bronxer had himself a little incident 2 days ago. Pre-mortem, if you catch my drift. An incident? Simeon told you came to visit his pal, right? Well, it happened right after they'd wrapped up, when Bronco was being escorted back to his cell. There was just one guard and he was handcuffed, obs. They made it back and the guard was taking off his cuffs when the Bronxer clobbered him, knocked the poor guy out cold. Sounds like it might have been the prelude to a jailbreak. Because when the other guards showed up, they couldn't find their comrade's keys. Were there any rumblings about Knight attempting an escape? That's the bit that fries the old noggin. There were none. He just sat in his cell and turned up dead. And what's more, he swore right to the end that he never stole the keys. They turned his cell inside out too, but no dice. The god who was struck, what did he have to say? Nothing. Poor guy was still out when they took him to the hospital. Word is he's still there. So there's nobody around to tell us what really happened. What the? It's you losers! That's all we need. Oh no! 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 Oh no! Come on! Well, why y'all? Oh, hang on. Water break, because I need to refresh my voice again. Oh, great! I got a voice fucking Leonidas and Satsuki here. Oh boy! Hang on. Let me just let me just send this to Astral. No, I'm just gonna send him the Mr. Krabs face. sorry, just had to send a little textamundo there. Okay, and audio check. Okay! Oh no, not these two again. Fine. Why are you still hanging around here like a bad smell? Hey there, little buddy. Listen, Miles here's working with me now as an associate. Nonsense! You're just gonna cause trouble and turn my investigation into a fart! Eustace means a farce, of course. A simple slip of the tongue. Seemed like a reasonably apt choice of words to me. Judge Gavel, great to see you again. I know who you are. You're Simeon Saint's attorney. Guilty as charged. Now that we've broken the ice, how about a friendly... Or not. I'm totally cool either way. Now, Did I hear you correctly that Mr. Edgeworth has joined the defense team? Yup, and me too. We're officially employees of Edgeworth & Co. But a prosecutor is a public servant. You would draw your sword on the goddess to work for personal gain? It's not a problem if I'm not getting paid, though, correct? Exactly! What he said! Miles here is just a volunteer! We're all about pro bono stuff over here at Edgeworth & Co. How wonderful. So you all work without reward? The goddess would surely approve. Yeah, I'm a regular philanthropist. Judge Gavel, I was hoping to ask about the grounds for Simeon Saint's arrest. That information is on a need. Is that a challenge I hear? No, I was just asking Judge Gavel. I'm always ready for a little verbal combat to show you what it takes to be a real winner. How is it verbal combat if you won't let me speak? Still, this could prove useful. Fine, we'll do as you suggest. Now if you could begin by telling us why Mr. Saint was arrested. There will be no need for that. Eustace, we should... Not now, Gavel. Watch and wonder. As I put this pathetic prosecutor in his place, he's gonna run rings around me. I think you meant to say that you would be the one to... I think you meant to say that you would be the one running rings around me. And I will! So badly that your ears will be ringing. Prepare to be humbled, Mr. Edgeworth. So wait. I just want to point out right now. You know it's bad when even the game is making fun of this guy. Reason for arrest. You want to know why I arrested that man? It's simple. I found evidence of him all over that thing. How's that for some winningly conclusive proof? And who saw the truth first? Why, me, of course. Winner by name, winner by nature. You know it's bad when they're not even playing the regular cross-examination music for this dweeb's testimony. You know it's bad. It's funny that even the game is not playing the regular cross-examination thing because even they know how bad it is. But good God. Where do I even begin? Look at you, utterly lost for words in the face of such mastery. I'll take your silence as yet another win. Honestly, does he ever shut up? You said that you were the one who arrested Mr. Saint, but do you even have the authority to do so, Mr. Winner? Well, obviously it was the police who actually arrested him. But I told them to do it, so I think I can claim the credit, don't you? Of course that's what he meant. This is clearly going to take a while. A shame, really. Given that I'm much more interested in what Judge Gavel is silently thinking over there. Okay! God, this train wreck of a testimony, dude! Look at this! It's not even playing the regular theme! The soundtrack is making fun of him! Okay. I have to press every statement. Oh my God, it's so bad! It's awful!
Hold it!
Sorry. You want to know why I arrested that man? I'm just checking, but you do know who it was you arrested, correct? Is this some kind of a joke? Of course I know who I arrested. It was Simeon Saint. Good to know he remembers that much, at least. I had rock-solid grounds for arresting Simian Sate. First-rate reasons.
Hold it!
Rock solid, you say? I'm impressed.
Hold on, I know what you're doing here. You're trying to butter me up. Well, it might work on the chumps you meet in court, but it won't work on me.
The evidence we found is certainly rather damning for Mr. Saint. Perhaps you should tell Miss Edgeworth about it, Eustace.
Damning is right, and it was on the strength of that evidence that I decided to arrest him. It's simple, simple. I found evidence. Evidence of him all over that thing.
Hold it!
Evidence of him was all over that thing? Could you be a little more specific, Mr. Winner?
Do I really have to spell it out for you, Edgeworth? I was hoping even you could put 2 and 2 together.
Stop messing around. The onus is on you to provide a comprehensible testimony. Come now, Eustace. I'm sure Mr. Edgeworth and his friends would be very interested to learn how you cracked the case. They soon look keen to hear about it.
Fine, if you insist, I'll fill in the gaps. Brace yourselves, because this is gonna blow your tiny little minds. I bet you didn't even know, but the victim had, wait for it, a chess set with him. And that chess set was covered in the fingerprints of a certain Mr. Simian Saint.
Praise be to the goddess of justice for the insight she offers, and congratulations once again, Eustace. You fucking bitch, you. You're just propping him up! You're just propping this idiot up! What the fuck is wrong with you? You would not object to Eustace amending his testimony, I trust, Mr. Edgeworth? No, by all means, please do.
Mr. Saint's fingerprints were right there, all over the victim's chess set.
Hold it!
But you weren't the one who actually found his prints, were you?
Of course not. I'm a prosecutor. I leave the dirty work to forensics.
The fingerprints are certainly a problem, but then the chess set was... I should take another look at the evidence.
How's that for some Winley conclusive proof?
Hold it!
The only Now, I'll admit, even I'm having trouble reading this. The only incontrovertible fact here is that you don't know how to give a proper testimony.
What are you talking about? It's not my fault if you can't keep up.
Perhaps I could be so bold as to offer some additional details. The only fingerprints found at the scene belong to the guards, the prisoners, the victim, and Mr. Saint. I think you agree that Mr. Saint's were the only prints that had no business being there.
Yes, exactly! Now do you get it, Mr. Edgeworth?
I do, but I'm not so sure about you.
There were other prints belonging to the victim and the guards, so only Mr. Saint's were out of place.
Hold it!
If there were other prints at the crime scene, shouldn't these people be suspects too?
Other people? I don't think so.
And why not? Had Mr. Saint's prints not been found on the chess set, those others would indeed have been suspects. Yet somehow, his prints were there, despite the fact they had no business being there.
Exactly! Which means Mr. Saint was... Saint is...
He is neither a prisoner nor a guard. Therefore, he should not have been able to enter the prison. Finding his prints in a place shouldn't have had access to its grounds, Finding his prints in a place he shouldn't have had access to his grounds enough for an arrest, no?
Yeah, what she said. Not bad, Gavel.
You are too kind. I hate you. I actually hate you. I just want to point that out right now.
And who saw the truth first? Why, me, of course. Winner by name, winner by nature.
Hold it!
You saw it first, and I suppose you can prove that.
I made the connection the moment I saw the crime scene. It was a lightning flash deductive leap. What more evidence do you need?
Well, you haven't given me any evidence at all so far, so...
You still don't get it, do you?
Well, don't worry. We can't all be born winners. I'm not so sure I even want to get whatever it is he's talking about. Bro, there's a trophy for this? Are you kidding me? There's a trophy for this? There is a fucking trophy for this! Oh my god. Even the trophies on PlayStation make fun of you for doing this. Oh. Well, we got one more to press. I figured it out in a flash, a matter of light years. The winner wins again. That's a measurement of distance. Distance, you fucking idiot, you.
Hold it!
Are you sure you mean light years, Mr. Winner? Maybe? Light years are a measurement of distance, not time, Eustace. An easy mistake to make. Look, it's one thing for this idiot to be an idiot. It's another thing for this other person who's not an idiot to be propping up the original idiot. For once, I actually feel like Francisca. No, I'm gonna come on and say it. I actually feel like Francisca. I actually want to beat the ever-living piss out of these two. What the fuck, dude? Funny how that works. Where's Franny when you actually need her? Oh. What was that pause for? Was he rebooting from a blue screen moment? Okay, that cheered me up a little bit. Computer jokes, that cheered me up a little bit. Well, that was kind of vague and really hard to follow. Indeed. Perhaps I better start by teaching him how to properly express himself. Don't hold back, Miss Edgeworth! Knock him into shape! Oh my god, this thing is a fucking mess, dude. Okay! Present the pocket chest on the revised second statement. Oh my god, dude. When Astral said brain cells melted, I'm feeling that right now. Well, brain cells melted on the last stream anyways. Oh my god, let's put this circus act to an end. So the fingerprints on the chest set are the ace up your sleeve. The what up my what? Oh, yes, the chest set up the ace's sleeve. That's right, Edgeworth. I've got a winning hand, as usual. Only your winning hand is a busted flush. For you see, it was Simeon Saint who brought that chest set to the victim in the first place. Therefore, it's only natural that his fingerprints are all over it. Ha! That took a while to sink in. In conclusion, those fingerprints aren't proof of anything, and Mr. Saint's arrest was premature. Premature? The incident took place here within the walls of this facility. And being neither a guard nor a prisoner, it makes very little sense to suspect Mr. Saint. Oh! Now what? I think you might be the premature one here, Mr. Edgeworth. And to think you were the one accusing me of being hasty. Did he only just work out what that word means? Sure, I identified Mr. Saint as a suspect faster than pretty much anybody else. And I won the race when it came to picking out the crucial evidence, too. I'm quick on the draw, you see. But hasty? Not at all. You're right that Mr. Saint isn't a guard or a prisoner here, but he was... Eustace. Judge Gavelle? Butt out, Gavelle! I have him right where I want him! Forgive me, Eustace, but if I may... While the particulars of the suspect are indeed fascinating... Don't we have something a little more impressive to share with the prosecutor? Something more impressive? If you wouldn't mind, Mr. Edgeworth. Eustace made an ingenious deduction concerning the murder weapon. Perhaps you'd like to hear it? Yes, of course! That! Well remembered, Gavelle. Listen to this, Edgeworth, and prepare to be amazed! Will this ingenious deduction explain why Mr. Saint was arrested and back now? Hello! Hi, back! I'm Quint. Nice to meet you. I'm having to deal with these fucking dweebs, though. Let's just say you won't be disappointed. Did you miss anything? Me losing brain cells to these two. Oh my god. Peyton, I hate these two so much. Even the game hates them. Even the game hates them because during his first cross-examination, it's not even playing the regular music. It's playing his stupid, silly sounding theme. Just dun 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 dun. It's like even the game not too bad to me. It's just me. Okay, bro. Whatever you say, man. Whatever you say.
Let's just say you won't be disappointed.
Judge Gaval deliberately diverted the conversation away from my line of questioning. What exactly is she up to? The whereabouts of the murder weapon.
Fact 1, the murder weapon was some sort of metal blade. Fact 2, potentially deadly blades are strictly controlled within the prison walls, as we both know. From these two facts, I concluded the weapon in question must have come from outside. It must have been hidden inside the chess set. That's what I think anyway. And since the only prints were found in the chess set belonged to the victim and the suspect, I'd say it's blindingly obvious who brought the weapon in and used it, wouldn't you?
If nothing else, his testimony this time is a little more comprehensible than the last.
Another winning deduction brought to you by one Winner Eustace, prosecutor extraordinaire.
More like one winner, useless prosecutor extraordinaire, if you ask me.
But how could anyone hide a weapon inside that chess set? Good question. Why don't you take a look for yourselves?
Inside the chessboard? Well, I suppose there's only one way to find out. There's nothing in here but chess pieces.
Ah, that laugh was really something.
He seems pretty convinced the weapon was hidden in here somewhere. I better take a closer look. What? The stiff line at the top opens up like a flap door.
Whoa, there's plenty of room in there.
Indeed. More than enough to hide something like a small knife.
Ingenious, no. The killer stuck in the weapon by...
Ha!
Ha! What do you mean, ha? Let me finish, will you?
I fear you've not been listening, Mr. Winner, or perhaps you've simply forgotten. The detention center's outfitted with a security gate.
Huh? I mean, yeah, and?
The security gate also acts as a metal detector, Eustace. We must pass through another one on the way into the prison itself, remember?
Aha! Yes, that's right. Of course I remember.
He definitely didn't. It would have been impossible to smuggle a metal blade through such a gate and into the facility, which would seem to blow a rather large hole into your reasoning, Mr. Winner. That gate is only used to scan people. Any items they bring into the facility are only subjected to a cursory check. Are you telling me that the chess set wasn't put through the metal detector? It should have been. Alas, it seems the guards have grown a little lax in that regard as of late.
Very good. Thank you, Gavel.
It was my pleasure. Now, Mr. Edgeworth, if you would be so kind as to begin your cross-examination. Cross-examination? It's like she's holding a trial. Well, no matter. Let's see how well this ingenious deduction of Mr. Winner's holds up, shall we? Okay, let's put these two in their place finally. Let's actually start putting these two in their fucking place. Okay. Press the fourth statement. Oh, wait. Yeah, so press the fourth statement.
But no murder weapon was found at the crime scene, and there's nothing inside the chessboard either. I'm curious, Mr. Winner, do you also have thoughts to where this weapon might be?
Well, the perpetrator must have hidden it somewhere in the prison.
Is there a problem with this claim? Yes, there is. They hid it somewhere inside the prison? That seems unlikely. In fact, I can prove that's not the case. What evidence suggests the Winner weapon isn't hiding somewhere in the prison? Well, think about it. The security gates. Wait, no, it's a prison search.
Take that!
I'm starting to worry about your memory, Mr. Winner. Didn't you and the good judge search the prison with Warden Lagarde? And didn't you fail to find a likely murder weapon? Is it Lagarde or Lagarde? I'm just gonna say Lagarde.
Ah! Well, yes, but I guess we just missed it, that's all.
Wow, way to undermine yourself. You're saying your search wasn't entirely thorough? You, the so-called winning rookie.
Stop making fun of me!
Eustace? Calm yourself. Breathe deeply. Do not allow your opponent to get under your skin.
You're right. I'm a winner. Why should I let a third-rate loser like Edge Worthless here get under my skin?
I'll thank you to leave my name out of this.
Well, I'm Kay Faraday, and I'm A-OK.
Not you two, please!
Look, it's simple. Since my first-rate investigation didn't turn up any weapon, it means there wasn't one to find. Which leaves only one possibility. The murderer took the weapon with him when he left the prison. That's how he couldn't find it when we looked, obviously.
But what you are proposing is impossible. And this proves why the culprit couldn't have possibly taken the weapon out of prison with them. That's right, because just because they could get it in doesn't mean they could get it out.
Take that!
More memory trouble, Mr. Winner. Now you're forgetting things faster. More memory trouble, Mr. Winner. Now you're forgetting things you yourself said.
Are you making fun of me again?
Oh, so you remember what I said? But perhaps you might have been better served by remembering this.
What's that? Wait, does he seriously not remember?
It would certainly seem that way. There's a security gate in each of the entrances to the detention center and the prison proper. Coming from the prison, anyone leaving the facility would have had to have passed through both of them. 2 gates, both fitted with metal detectors.
Oh, wait, now I remember.
Looks like he got his memory back. So, as you can see, there's no way anyone could have taken a weapon through both gates. And therefore, there's no way the murder weapon could have left the building.
Ah!
In which case, Mr. Edgeworth, perhaps you would care to tell us where you think the murder weapon might be? It's still here on the premises. That's the only plausible conclusion to be drawn.
But we searched the prison from top to bottom and couldn't find anything.
Because you were never going to find anything to begin with. Not when you were laboring under the misconception that's a blade you were looking for. Yeah, we know the truth about what happened to Mr. Knight. We've seen with our own eyes. That is quite a claim. I assume you have the evidence to support it. What is the weapon that was used to commit the crime? Take a look at this, Judge Gavelle, and the weapon used in this case will become clear. Then we present the camera footage.
Take that!
This is footage taken from a security camera trained on Knight's holding cell. Now, watch it for yourselves and see.
What? But how?
This footage captures the moment the victim was attacked by a black dog. In your fucking face! You fucking dweeb! Finally! Finally! I can talk some shit at him now. More than sufficient proof on how he really died, wouldn't you say? Uh-oh. She's still smiling. That's not good.
Yes, it certainly is significant.
So now we know that Knight was in fact killed in his cell by a vicious dog. A dog that moved the victim's body to the prison workshop post-mortem. We know this thanks to an eyewitness who saw the dog in the workshop when the body was discovered. Of course, I think we can all agree that there is no way the dog could have planned such a crime itself. Indeed, I fear it may be his handiwork after all.
That's quite enough of that, Mr. Edgeworth.
Judge Gavelle?
You are correct that this footage is an important piece of evidence. But it also raises an important new question. A question that I suspect you've also been asking yourself.
She's right. There is one major problem with my version of these events.
The black dog, the one that belongs to one of the inmates. How did it move between holding cells and the prison proper at will?
Ow!
How do we answer that one, Mr. Edgeworth?
The truth is, I don't know yet.
Heh, of course not.
Can it, Wonder Boy? You didn't even notice there was a problem.
Until the defense provides an adequate explanation, the court cannot accept your line of logic. That is all. This court is adjourned.
But wait! There's still so much more to explore!
Court is no longer in session, Mr. Edgeworth. If you be so kind as to leave the courtroom.
Court was never in session in the first place!
Once again, this court is
We may not have all the answers yet, but you haven't explained anything regarding Mr. Saint.
What do you mean?
Just as we don't know yet the dog made it into one of the detention center's holding cells, you can't know how Mr. Saint could have made it inside the detention center, let alone the prison either. He would have had to have been allowed as the visitor's room to see his friend, but no further. So it's hard for me to conceive how he could have committed the crime in a place he had no access to.
She's still smiling.
Judge Gavelle, I believe it's your turn to provide some proof. Proof that Simeon Saint was able to enter the prison.
Ha ha. You wish for the court to provide you with proof? Highly irregular, but very well.
What? They actually have something?
Now seems like as good of a time as any. And I suppose you've been kind enough to share your own theories on the case.
What's she building up to here?
Mr. Edgeworth, I suspect you don't know what Mr. Saint does for a living, so allow me to fill you in. He is a circus performer.
What?
Yes, perhaps you've heard of the Big Berry Circus.
Oh, don't be silly, darling. Of course I was. Yesterday was a very important day after all. Important in what way exactly? A big meeting of some kind, perhaps? A meeting? Oh, heavens, no! I couldn't think of anything worse. No, yesterday the circus came to visit.
You see it now, I assume.
As I'm sure you're aware, the show was held yesterday for the prisoners' entertainment.
A show featuring animals and performers, performed by members of the Big Berry Circus.
So does that mean Mr. Saint?
Yes, Mr. Saint was allowed inside the prison as part of that show. A fact that has been confirmed beyond reasonable doubt.
You fucking bitch! You withheld this information! God damn it! No! She held on to that fact until the last possible moment! She let me run with my own theory, and only afterwards did she use it to reveal the truth! Wait. But out, Gavelle! I have him right where I want him!
Forgive me, Eustace, but if I may, while the particulars of the suspect are indeed fascinating, don't we have something a little more impressive to share with the prosecutor?
That must be why she steered him onto a different topic back then, too. Oh, fuck you, Verity. Actually, fuck you.
I got you good, didn't I, you third-rate prosecutor? This has nothing to do with you! Gentlemen, this court is well and truly adjourned. If I may offer a word of advice, Mr. Edgeworth, your conduct as a prosecutor is already in question. You would do well to remember that you were removed from this case for that precise reason. What are you trying to say? That the committee reserves the right to confiscate your badge at any time. Should you wish to retain it, you would do well to avoid crossing paths with us ever again. Is that a threat? The goddess of justice is compassionate, Mr. Edgeworth, but she is not endlessly forgiving. Oh, and one last thing. You are no defense attorney. Abandon this foolish pretense. Thank you for your concern, but I do not abandon anything. What I start, I finish. Well, do try to remember that the two jobs are not one and the same, and that a defense attorney is expected to develop something of a bond with their client. Next time, finding out your client's true occupation might be a good place to start. Oh my god. Way to rub salt into the wound, Verity. Way to rub salt into the wound. Now, I really must be going. May the goddess of justice watch over you all. You fucking bitch! You motherfucking bitch, you! You played us like a fiddle! So Simeon lied to us? Not just you two. Guy took me for a ride too. What's his deal? Whoa, whoa, whoa! You're not having second thoughts about all this, are you, Milesy boy? Sure, Judge Gavel's a tough cookie, but that doesn't mean you can just give us the ghost. The defense never rests, a wise man once said. And that goes for associates too. Don't worry, Fenda. I have no intention of resting. Nevertheless, our assumption that Mr. Saint couldn't have entered the prison has been proven false. Which means we'll need to restart our investigation from square one, I'm afraid. Damn, bro. It's... Oh! Oh, Verity, I hate you so much. I actually hate you. Like, look at this. Look at this. Intermission. Okay, you're right. Comic time. Comic reading time. Actually, first, water break, so I can actually voice this. Water. Okay, back and now my headset. Okay, back and actually we're gonna do audio check first. My headset. Okay, audio's good. Yo, hello, Matt. Oh no, Matt. Oh my God, I have to call you after this. We're gonna be ending the stream after this section, but I have to show you something, bro. I have something for you to call after this, Matt. Okay, so wait, let's see what Peyton sent me here. Okay, why is my phone... No, phone! Okay, thank you. Happy birthday, good man. Hope you're having fun with this. Absolutely I am! Verity Gavel aside, I hate this bitch, dude! I hate her! Okay. Let's calm down. Okay, let's read what Peyton has here. Foolish fool, learn your place. God damn it. Of course, Peyton writes her like that. I didn't see. What? No. You don't get to hit me because you're annoyed. How dare you speak to Yvonne Karma in that matter? And how dare you attack people for asking questions? You're a fool, Kenway. A foolish fool asks foolish questions. What are you doing? Franny, what? Try the whip again. I dare you. You wouldn't dare.
was gonna do an awakening type, but I was sounding. Hello, Ma. Hi. Do it. You know, let's make another save just in case. Fan the death glare. Wait, funny you say that, Peyton. I actually wait. Here, there's actually a death glare gif I have actually. All I got so far. Hey, I like it. Hang on. Anime. Still gonna finish it. Man, I can't wait to see what you do with Verity later down the line. Anime death glare. Yeah, I've sent this gif to Astral. I've been using it for like. Mostly comedic reasons. Wait, hang on. That's right, because anytime I want to show something on stream, I have to minimize the brightness of my phone. So yeah, I actually used this on my So Basically video. It's just like death glare. I actually used this on the So Basically, this is the Champions Pub video. But anyways, okay, wait, before I forget, because I know this is the end of stream here. My cat, because I actually do have an image of my cat I want to share. Well, my cat that, isn't alive anymore, but my cat's all the same. And I'll even show off her sister, Bella. So let's see. I think it was under my Documents tab, because I copied and pasted it. Ah, there she is, the Ouija. Yeah, this was my cat. I loved her so much, dude. I actually loved her. Gigi was... There's a reason why I'm still holding on to that plushie. Gigi is still there watching over me. Look nervous right there, right? Yep. What's funny, she actually does have a nervous animation, although you rarely see it in the games. What am I saying? Actually, you see it a lot now that I think about it. I just don't like to admit it. And then this is her sister, Bella. So yeah, those are my two cats. Neither of them are alive. They've been dead for a while now, but I always still remember them. Also, here's me and my dad celebrating the Giants. There's my cat there. It's adorable. It's adorable. But my cat I just love my cat, dude. My cat's amazing. I miss her. Actually, wait a minute. You know what? Wait, hang on. That's why I don't mess with the Kenway from Arcade. Bro literally beats the false god and raises an entire guild. That's nothing to sneeze at right there. Okay, wait, hang on. There's one more photo I had. Why can I not find it? Hang on a minute here. Where is it? No, actually, where is it actually? Hang on. Frick, I have way too many goddamn photos. I need to actually sort these one of these days. No, that's not it. That's... Wait, no, that's not it here. Where is it? No, okay, is it my DCIM folder? Because it's a camera thing? That might be it. Oh, wait, why am I doing that? I can just hit search, images, people, my face. There we go. And then, because I did want to bring up something with you guys, is that, you may not know it, but, I'm actually, okay, if I could find it. Where is it? No, actually, I actually cannot find it. Wait, it's not here? No way. Oh, I have it on my cloud. Whatever. Okay, anyways. That's all for this stream, fellas. I actually had a lot of fun with this stuff. I think I did some... I think taking a break from the voices helped me, because I'm telling you, my Connus voice, I'm actually pretty proud of that one. I still need to wash off the time I cut myself while shaving. See you next time. Okay, buddy. I'll see y'all then, too. Bye-bye!